USA, Cal Pre-State, the Hanna Sign Company. Company is made in Long Beach, USA. Really, it's crafted nicely. Sort of like a contemporary. $100.
There you go.
I want you to see that it's a mark plate and you got to be one top here.
You'll have the other one made short.
Yeah, I'll order one for you tomorrow.
You want to sing happy birthday? Or
Yeah!
Wait a minute, stand by, hold on.
Stand by. Grab the one plate out of there.
Okay, there's something else here.
That is hilarious.
I have something else too. Ooh.
What's going to happen when I turn 100?
Oh!
We'll make another plate.
Big centennial plate.
Yeah,
Right there.
right.
Hi.
Alright.
We're here.
Oh, he's a horrible guy.
And here's a...
Oh, 13.
There you go.
13.
From the Arizona guy. And...
Oh. Happy
90. That's the father-daughter duo there. Keep it up there. Love you, Mark. Love you, Mark.
This came in the mail from a gentleman that Mark and I know. He's actually a club member. He lives up in Magalia, named Chuck Ronica. And he made something special for Mark. I'm going to have you take this out and show everybody.
Hey, bubble wrap. What do you think? Is every day the shelter night?
Oh.
Look at that.
Mark, happy 90th. That's a little 1955 era thimble drone.
There you go.
I used to demonstrate these on the schoolyard, send the kid out to 3 new subscriptions for the paper that I worked for. Number 13. Number 13. Holy mackerel.
Very good.
Now, before we sing, is there anybody who has any quick 1-2 minute stories that they want to tell about Mark that would embarrass him?
My daughter, probably.
Oh, well, where is she?
If she'd like.
No, oh, she's saying no.
Is there anything else? Anybody have any memories? Go ahead. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Are you the one that said you got emails from me?
I have to say, I've been in this club since 1974, and this gentleman here is probably one of the favorite members of all. Every time I've ever seen this man, I think I first met you in 1983 at the Orange, California meet here. He's always cheerful, he's always upbeat, he's always happy, he's always joking. And I mean, there's not too many people out there that you can say that about. That's why this guy's going to live to be 100 years old.
Yay!
Rock on, Mark.
Yay!
Anybody else? I'd just like to say that I've gone to many, many meets and many places with Mark, and he and I have slept together a lot. And, I mean, in the same room. Sean, I want you to understand.
I appreciate you, Claire.
We had one really wonderful trip on the way back from Prim a couple of years ago. We stopped in a little town called Nipton. Has anybody ever heard of Nipton?
Nipton Road.
It's a 5-room motel or hotel, and then they have these tent cabins that are out on the desert floor right next to the railroad track that has a train every 30 minutes all night long. So we got ourselves a tent cabin, and it was in the 40s that night, and the people loaded the Ben Franklin fireplace for us with the paper on top and the wood on the bottom. So we had no heat because as soon as you lit the paper, it was gone. And unbeknownst to me, Mark was having some intestinal difficulties. To put it mildly. And we were freezing cold in this tent cabin, and we were 50 yards from any facilities, and in the middle of the night, one of his intestinal situations got the best of him, and he had to go 50 yards across the desert floor to take care of the situation. He wasn't back for an hour because it was so bad, and he never even told me about it. And all this time on the way home the next day, I'm stopping, taking pictures of everything. He was feeling terrible, but he managed to get through.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of that.
Anyway, so, Al, go ahead.
I want to go up there for a minute. Did you take pictures? Who's going to
No, I will.
If you want to do two, just hit this bottom.
Uh-oh.
No speech, but Mark has some special cards made with all his runs from the early 1905 ones, and this is his present. Some more cards for you, my buddy. Mark, actually, when I first started, was an older collector naturally. So he gave me a good start and was very reasonable on prices. So I owe all I know today to Mark and my buddy.
All right.
Thank you.
Who wants to lead it off in the key of R? Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark Hanna. Happy birthday to you.
Check, check, check. Thank you.
Okay, there's going to be an ambulance to come get you in just a minute. Take you back to the home. Would you like to say anything?
Yes.
I don't know whether I need this or not, but probably do. Back in 1933, when we had the earthquake in Long Beach, just after that, I joined the YMCA, which was at 6th and American in Long Beach Boulevard now. And they encouraged us to have hobbies. Well, like everybody else, I started collecting coins and stamps, matchbook covers, cigar bands, whatever. Which my garage, if you look at it, there's still some of that same stuff in there. But anyway, I first got introduced to the License Plate Club by Ken Cheeseman, who came to the house because he had met me at one of the old car club swap meets that I used to attend. And he's the one that told John that I was phoning up some license plates, which, you know, no big deal then. It is now to a few fellas like John and Jeff and a lot of others. But anyway, it's been a hell of a good hobby for me. My first collection I bought was from the son-in-law of the head of the Department of Vehicles and Water Department in Long Beach that he was chairman of in the late 20s, early 20s. And he was a license plate collector. So whenever the year ended, he would get all these plates that were still in the envelopes, you know. So when the son-in-law heard that I was into old cars, he came to me and said, we've got all these plates and we want to sell them. So they asked me to take them to the meets and sell them and get 10% toward a collection of Californias from 14 up to date at that time. Well, we did that for about a year, and the wife didn't want to keep track of all this BS for doing all that. So they got an order from Hara at Reno that he would pay $150 for that collection of California plates from 14 up to date, which is what I was after. So after settling up from the last swap meet, I went to his house and he had 20 boxes of license plates. mostly all California. And beautiful stuff. 44 windshield stickers, 52 of them mint. 42 license plates that were never issued, still in the envelope. All kinds of really great stuff. He said, Mark, we don't want to do any more of this 10% stuff. Do you want to buy the collection? I said, yeah, what do you want for it? My wife was with me, and she about had a fit. He said, you can have the whole collection for $150. That's one of the better deals that I ever made. It really got me into license plates, which I still enjoy so much doing it with all the friends that I've made through the years. That's about all I have to say.
Well, that's enough, because you've bored us pretty much to tears. All right. We have a question. Yes.
Do you still have your stamps and your coins?
I still have my stamps and my coins.
You want to sell any of those?
Yes, I do. If I don't get rid of it, the wife's going to get a dumpster when I go, and it'll all end up in the dumpster.
No, we have a U-Haul already on. Parked around the corner.
It's there now.
You never know when you're going to go. All right, that's it. Thank you. We're going to have a meeting a little later on, but we're going to have lunch outside. I believe it's $5 for whatever. Hamburgers